All right, the other day did the rear control arm bushings, the diff bushing, and the trailing arm bushings. Today I'm going to try and do the offset front control arm bushings. I'm going to hope that it doesn't push the caster so far forward that I rub the front bumper, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start getting it apart. I'm going to actually try and film more of doing this. So here we go. All right, we got the car up in the air. I took the wheels off purely to make the arm a little lighter when I'm putting the control arm bushing mounts back on. So now we just got to take these two 17s off, and then we should be able to get these bushings off the arm. All right, I got the 17s off here. Going to try to figure out what is going to be my best course of action to get the bushing off the arm here. It's not really as free as some people say it is, but I'll go ahead and get a look at it, try to figure out what I need to do, and I will keep you updated. All right, so this is the passenger side. This is definitely not the approach BMW intended. I simply tore the inner section of the bushing out from the rest of the control arm with a pry bar. So I'm gonna go do that on the other side, and then I will probably cut this inner sleeve, or cut this sleeve out, and cut this sleeve off the arm with a cutoff wheel. So actually not going too bad right now. All right, got one out on, I believe this is the driver's side. What I did was I took this Sawzall and cut 2 relief cuts in it, and then just hammered it out with a screwdriver. As you can see, it folded and came out. And now we'll put the new one in. And then I still have to cut the inner sleeve off the control arm. But you can see here where it was rubbing, and I'm hoping that these bushings will push it far enough forward and out to where that stops. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to get a spacer. And I don't really feel like doing that on this car because I don't want to put extended lugs on it, but if I have to, I will. All right. I got both of the inner races of the lollipops cut out. So now I'm gonna use this Dremel angle cutter to cut the inner bushing off the arm. So I'll knock that out real quick and then press the new bushings into the mounts and put it all together. So I didn't actually have a metal blade for the Dremel. I'm just going to use a cutoff wheel, and I'm going to have to be a little careful so as not to cut the actual control arm, but we'll figure it out. Well, that actually went really well. I just hit it with the angle grinder real quick and then used the pry bar to spread it open, and it slipped right off the arm. So I'm gonna do that on the other side and throw these new lollipops on, put the car back on the ground. All right, as you can see, the ends of the control arms are a little corroded. I hit them with a wire brush and try to clean that up real quick. Make it a little easier to fit the new lollipops on there, hopefully. And then set this thing back on the ground and go drive it. All right, so this is sort of the less ideal way to do this, especially with this vise. It's cracked here and here. Yeah, here and there. But it's working. We'll get it in and then hammer it onto the car. And then set it back on the ground and be done. I'll get a little overview of how everything fits and yeah. All right, well, I actually installed the one wrong. The arrow is supposed to go towards this notch. I did not realize that at first, but I got it pressed out. And now I'm going to reinstall it and then we'll be done. All right, we got both sides done. Now I just have to reconnect the sway bar end links, which, all right, we got both sides done on the control arm bushings. Now I just have to reconnect the sway bar end links, which are already in the hole. Just gotta put the nut on them here and then set the car back on the ground and we're good to go. And we can see if it still rubs the front. Don't mind the drive shaft holding up the hood. It's a certified BMW hood prop. But yeah, hopefully that fixes the rubbing issue here. While I'm at it, I'm gonna pull this fender liner out. It's not really doing anything anymore. And yeah, the car is still M44, still solid little beater. The cat is clogged, so the previous owner just disconnected the EGR. And yeah, you know, it works, I guess. All right, as you can see, the car has quite a bit more caster. Looks like it should clear the front bumper though, which is good. I'm gonna check now. I'm gonna set it at lock and see where we sit with the frame rail. But otherwise, pretty happy with it. All right, I guess it's all done. It definitely has much more caster. Doesn't look like it's gonna rub. Does have a bit more track width too. So I don't think it's gonna hit the frame rail. I'm gonna recheck lock. I already checked it on the jack, but I'm gonna check it on the ground just to be sure. I'm gonna check both sides too, just to see. But looking good. The car is really coming together. I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll see. I'm gonna check the lock real quick, and then I'm gonna raise the rear so I can put my M3 wheels back on. All right, so it does not rub anywhere under lock. It does not rub anywhere in the steering. It is going to take a realignment though. I'm gonna need to add some camber. It's just got a little more camber than I'd want, but they definitely helped a lot. It's really starting to come together. Really the only things I want to do to it still are put a seat in it, steering wheel. So I'll give the car an interior tune, and then aero tune. It needs a new back bumper still. I have one on the way, but I don't know when it's actually gonna ship. So besides interior tune and aero tune, I mean, there's really nothing left to do. Maybe put a clutch in it. Kind of needs one of those. And then an M52 or something. Make a little more power, but keep the stock reliability. All right, well, that's I think that's it for the day. Rear height is set. I raised it up a bit. It's gonna settle. The front end's done. We got the new bushings in, so it'll be a little tighter. Really, the suspension tune, the suspension tune is done on this car. So yeah, I might get like some eBay angle blocks or something, just to get a bit more angle out of the car for the time being until I can get like SLR or something. But I mean, now it's just getting driving footage. It's gonna need a clutch to hold like second in the dry, so who knows, we'll see. I'm gonna have to align it at some point. I need to figure out, take like a day or so and just align the rear based off the height of the car, and then align the front. But it's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I really didn't think I'd start liking this car as much as I have. I kind of just got it as something to get comfortable driving again before this is back on the road. But I'm really starting to enjoy the way it drives, and working on it's not so bad because I can, you know, do something and then instantly go see results, whereas that car, I'm just working on it endlessly and not really getting anything from it. But yeah, and the YouTube videos and stuff, I'm gonna keep trying to put those out. It's just hard for me, like when I'm working on it with friends, to want to video anything. When I'm doing something by myself, it's all right, but it's hard for me to want to put like a camera in a friend's face or something, or really be on the phone like recording stuff while they're there helping. So really, when I'm on my own, I'll record stuff. I'll try and get as much as I can when I'm working on it with friends, but it's really not going to be as much as when I'm working on the car by myself. But that's it for now. I'm going to try and get some driving footage soon. Maybe we'll get some rain soon, and then I can take it out and drive it, because it won't hold second gear in the dry on this clutch. So I'll get on and then we'll get to it. But see you later.